Welcome back to Tyria, fellow adventurers. On this channel, I discuss the factions that design and build the worlds we explore in our games, stories, and movies. If you're interested in seeing more of that, hit subscribe. Today, I want to discuss some big news that just dropped on the world of Tyria. You all know what we're talking about. We're getting a new expansion, new specializations, and a whole bunch of fun changes. As a warning, this video contains spoilers for the story of Guild Wars 2. Alright, let's get into it. It all started a couple of weeks ago when a single image was leaked onto social media. A loot icon set against a hexagonal background. Speculation was rife that this could mean all kinds of things. As more images with a similar format slowly came out, it became clear that these were likely to be new elite specializations, coming soon. Excitement was, and still is, palpable. Fan theories and vague posts from the development team kept speculation running wild. It's definitely time for a new expansion, and over the following days, that became more and more likely as an explanation. Now, we have a solid answer to all our questions, and the future of Tyria looks bright. Visions of Eternity will be the newest expansion for Guild Wars 2, and now we can prepare for its coming with a series of achievements and missions. We'll return to the Horn of Maguma, meet some old friends, and take our first steps. New adventures begin here. It's been revealed that we'll travel to the Isle of Kastora, so difficult to find, its existence has long been in question. Our old enemies, the Inquest, will lead us there. Under what circumstances, we have yet to discover. We'll also find a new homestead in that distant land that we can impose onto our Gentheri home, swapping back and forth. Each profession will gain access to a new specialization. I'll discuss these later in the video, though they've been the focus of much of the speculation around the new release. Refer to my previous video about the professions and their specializations here if you need a bit of background. Link in the description. Our skimmer mount will also learn some new tricks. Improvements to their abilities to hover, swim, and dive are coming. We'll likely need these to face the new challenges ahead of us. These abilities will be tied to a new mastery track, one of several that will become available at launch. New equipment and skins will become available from this strange and distant place. New armor, new weapons, new relics. New raid and fractal encounters are coming, as well as new squad instance areas. Changes to raid formats also seem to be in the works, though we'll see what the update brings there. Fashion's always been an integral part of the experience, and now some new mechanics are coming along to give us more choice. We've had skill and equipment templates for some time, and we know how those work. The new fashion templates ought to function in a similar way, letting us swap outfits on the fly. It's likely that this list will expand as we move toward the new update. There's going to be lots to see and experience in the new lands. We'd best ready ourselves. So, how do we begin? How do we take our first steps toward the visions of eternity? When we awake in Tyria, or whichever area of the world our current mission takes us to, we'll receive a piece of mail from our ally, Rechik. We're asked to meet some friends in the Horn of Maguma. We can meet Rechik and Gladium at the Wizard's Tower by traveling there directly or accessing one of several portals. As always, many others have also been summoned, and these places will be busy. We'll be jostling for a spot in the crowd. It's ever thus at times like these, and shows us just how excited the people of Tyria can get when new adventures are on the horizon. In the Wizard's Tower, they can be found near the waypoint in the Outer Ring. They bid us welcome. We're tasked with helping Rechik and Gladium stock their museum. We can do this by helping the people of Amnitus by completing a series of achievements. Once we help them, they'll receive shinies to add to their collection. Then the museum can be reopened, grandly, apparently. Our first task is complete upon returning to the Horn of Maguma. We must complete several story missions we've likely already finished from the Secrets of the Obscure Story. We're treading old ground with new knowledge. We'll then have to complete several missions and events across the land from Amnitus, Skywatch Archipelago, and Nyos. We'll have to complete some more rift hunts, something we're quite familiar with by this point. We have to join several events and defeat some powerful enemies whom we've likely fought before. This won't be easy unless we've gotten really good at it. And once more, or finally, if we haven't done it before, we'll have to run a Skyscale target practice adventure in the Horn of Maguma. Once we've completed these achievements, we'll get some Mystic coins and unlock some new weapon skins. Squishy and strange ones, as a matter of fact. The spectacle that kicked off all the rumors and news was the dramatic release of the new specialization icons. Beginning with an image of a musical instrument looking like a lute or a mandolin, this suggested to many that a new music-themed specialization would be coming, something confirmed in recent released images. The mechanics of the class are not yet known, though the community is certain that this will be a spec for the Mesmer. In the days that followed, more images were released with a countdown to the day of the announcement. Excitement has gripped Tyrians and fueled further rumors and speculation, aided, of course, by the release of an image encouraging viewers to guess which icons belong to which classes. The Chinese release included poems which have since been translated into English. I won't repeat them, but they added further clues to the mystery. As of this writing, more is being released, but the answers have not yet been fully confirmed. Icons released in order after the first were a winged helmet, an orb circled by ribbon-like structures, a hand of playing cards, a series of jagged lines suggesting a fanged maw, a dagger with a Chris-style blade, an ethereal animal's head like a rabbit, a winged arrow, and a notched shield. My personal initial speculations looked like this. The instrument was for the Mesmer, the helm for warrior, the orb for engineer, the cards for thief, the jagged shape for necromancer, the dagger for elementalist, the animal head for ranger, the winged arrow for the revenant, and the shield for guardian. Since my initial conclusions, the colors for the icons have been released. Not much has changed, but my current speculation is thus. Now, I may have misinterpreted some of the colors in my excitement, but here are my current guesses. Instrument for Mesmer, helm for warrior, orb for engineer, cards for thief, jagged shape for revenant, dagger for necromancer, animal head for elementalist, arrow for ranger, and shield for guardian. The biggest news amid this all is that two of these classes are related to ones we've seen before in Guild Wars 1, the much-loved Ritualist and Paragon. Dagger and helm, I think. The future of Tyria holds new discoveries and new knowledge and training with which we can defeat our enemies. Truly, the waiting will be the hardest part. The Visions of Eternity expansion will be released in smaller pieces, as with recent offerings. Pre-order is available through the Blackline Trading Company store in-game. There are 3 editions, Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate, each offering the expansion itself, though each with an increasing amount of bonus items. Standard gets you access to the expansion, a max level boost, and a shared inventory slot. The Deluxe edition comes with a new character slot, a new skimmer skin, a set of special gathering tools, and an identity repair kit, including a name change and total makeover kit. The Ultimate edition includes all that, but you get 4,000 extra gems at a slight discount. I'm going Standard, I think, but I hope those who go higher really enjoy the extras they get. And that's my initial take on the Visions of Eternity announcement. I'm really excited to see what else is released in the coming weeks and to explore new places and train new specs. This video is a little shorter than what I normally put out and covers things a little differently, but I've been anticipating the announcement since the first image released, so I knew I had to cover it. In future videos, I'll delve deeper into the technology and crafting lore around the new expansion and go deeper into what we already have than I've already done. I'll be covering the Festival of the Four Winds when it starts, and get into the lore of the Zephyrites a little more than I did in previous videos, and their use of magic and technology to master the skies. I hope you're all as excited as I am for the launch of Visions of Eternity. I hope to see you all in new lands battling foes both ancient and unknown. We'll raise swords together, and then, once the mission's over, a mug of ale. Cheers, Tyrians, to new adventures. Visions of Eternity is supposed to go live in October of this year, so soon, but not soon enough. Keep your eyes open at that time and tune in. I'll be covering it extensively. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate everyone who does, especially if you stick around to the end. If you like the video, please hit like. And if you're tired of getting knocked off the edge of a platform into the void below by earth elementals, hit subscribe. If you think any of my predictions are wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, and before you go, I want to give a shout out to my patrons who help support the channel. Our $10 patron is Watuki at the artisan level. If you want to get your name in the credits, head on over and sign up. The Patreon link is in the description. You'll get access to an exclusive Discord and some exclusive art and stories that you can use or discuss and contribute to. And remember, keep your fingers safe when you're feeding your sky scale. They can get a little bitey. Alright, thanks everyone. Bye, Internet.